Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Afro Luigi and we are in Extension, not the predecessor, the sequel to X Beyond the Frontier.
Shipyard, Alpha.
I'm probably only going to do the one episode of this because there's no real plot to this. This is entirely a sandbox, but I will be going over the differences. My view? Oh no, okay. But yeah, well, biggest difference, the interface has changed a lot, you know. If you press R, you can bring up a property menu where you can sort through all your ships and stuff. We'll be using this more in later games. But this is where really X became X. You can also, let's see, there's a shipyard over, that's a trading station. Where's the shipyard? Shipyard's over here. Full boost. That just brought me up to full speed. But you can buy, if you hit... In this game, you can just pretty much you can fly any ship if you want. You start off in Argon Buster, which is a really small, simple ship. Here, let's stop and I'll show you it. I think. Here we go. Here you go. This is the starting ship. It's a little. It's the M5, so the smallest ship you can get from from X Beyond the Frontier. And you start off on this, and you're just pretty much exactly like the other games. You've got to start off, you've got to make money, but eventually you can get new ships. To get new ships, you dock at the shipyard, which I guess I will show you.
Warning,
whoops.
cargo bay open.
Wrong button.
Shields are down. Federal.
This is the Argon. Federal positive.
It's a request permission dock. As you can also see, they have changed up the models and stuff a bit to update everything. I'm not sure what's going on. There we go. Oh, I'll also be showing you the universe map in a second. Here we go. Just coming into dock. Just slow down. There we go.
Docked.
Skip all this.
Connection to local trading network.
Yeah, trade with station, and as you can see, you can buy pretty much any station with the various shipyards. So you can produce. So that's pretty much like the old game. To transport stuff, you can still rent station transporters, or you can buy them. From an example here, you could actually buy the station building ship and fly it yourself. By buying an Argon Mammoth. As you can see here, it's how many zeros is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 45 million to buy an Argon Mammoth. Then you can also buy all the different ships and fly them yourselves if you wanted to. Difference between the ships, the Argon lifters that transport, the elites, the M3, the elites, the biggest fighter craft for the Argon, Busters the medium range, and the Discoverer's the lowest one. Oh, so we're flying an M4, not an M5. And as you can see, there's S, M, and L. The difference between the S is it has nothing on it. It's just a stripped down. It's just a ship. Medium, it has it has decent shielding, not the best it can hold, and some sample guns. While the L is totally outfitted. It has every possible upgrade. It's pretty much the best you can get. It doesn't have all the software, so you'll have to visit an equipment dock. Actually, can we afford one of these?
Insufficient.
No, we don't.
Insufficient credits.
And to switch ships, you can either go to I don't have any ships in this. But where is it? Station info, I guess?
Shipyards are
No. Oh, page down. There's more information. Here you go. Landed ships. You can see what ships you have docked, highlighted green. And to switch it, you just select the ship. And there'd be an option here saying switch ship. Or, if you went into space, skip this. Full speed just to get away.
Eject bay closed.
We'll just get a couple kilometers away and get off the flight path. Just turn right. Come to a full stop. If you hit Shift E, you'll eject into a spacesuit. And let's see if we can find our ship after this. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you eject into a spacesuit. And you see, there we are. Just trying to zoom in. How do you zoom in? Yeah, that's us right there. You'll fly up. And to get back into a ship, you can fly up to it.
Computer not installed.
Slow down. You get within a few kilometers of it. You target it.
Argon Buster.
And I think it's Shift D to dock.
Docking computer not
Shift E
installed.
to enter a ship. So Shift E to exit your ship, and Shift E again to get back in once we find it. There you go.
Argon Buster.
Yeah. Another thing, so yeah, there's the property menu is different, so you can now manage all your wares from one station. And then there's also, we've also updated sector maps and universe maps. This is the sector map, which is very familiar for later game. We'll get very familiar with in later games. And it tells you race, it gives you descriptions for each system, like Argon Prime, home system of the Argon, the sun's name Sonra. And yeah, it gives you basic information. Population, planets, suns. It makes no... Actually, suns makes difference for your solar power plants. The amount of suns will affect the power plant's production. But don't quote me on that, because I'm not sure in this game. I know in later games you can see sun percentages, which gives you 100% is just straight up where 150 is. It produces extra, like, or I think there's one sector in later games which has 0% sun and produces very little energy. And affiliates, right? So if you go around, if you're in Argon space with an Argon police license, killing them there will give, killing enemies of the Argon will net you credits. Pirates, unaffiliated of course, etc., etc. And to get information on these sectors, you need a satellite. So a navigation satellite or advanced satellite will do. And you can either find them in the universe and buy them, or you can produce them yourselves with the right space station. And it'll give you information there on what's in the system for the system you're in. And then there's also, I brought up the sector menu with the comma key by default, and then if you exit it, you can also go into sector view, which is the period key, and it gives you just list everything, unknown objects. So these are stations we haven't checked out yet. Argon Mammoth, Argon Titan's a destroyer, a bunch of transporters, a few heavy fighters, some busters, M4, some discoverers or M5s. Any pirate ships? No. But you can also access the sector map by opening up the universe map and hitting enter and you see it brings us right back here. And exit escapes the back menu. Now, let's see, am I forgetting anything else that's the big difference? Fly multiple ships, upgrade them, new interface. I think that's the biggest differences in this game from previous games.
Federal Argon
Should have written a script or something. Nah, this is more genuine though. Whoops, Shift T is targeting. Okay.
Federal Argon Shipyard Alpha.
There's here we go. Hit I, you can bring up the information panel.
Shipyards are the heart and soul.
If you buy trading system extension like in previous games, you'll be able to know credits and stuff there. How much everything costs. Personal menu. This is menu. The P menu hasn't changed. Log. Oh, right. There's also this game also has randomly generated quests. As you can see here, while I was exploring, I came across some Janet Donna of the Argon is betting me 500 credits if he can dock to the free Argon's trading station in this sector before I can. I accepted the challenge and won 500 credits because I beat him. So yeah, and he actually I didn't actually have to ask him, he contacted me. So this is one of those games where the NPCs actually, you don't run around like in Mass Effect or in, actually not so much in Mass Effect, but like Elder Scrolls where you have to talk to all these people to find the quests. No, in this game they'll come up to you. And there's just a whole bunch of like little randomly generated quests is what this game is. There is one kind of main story arc which gets you a special fighter, but it has no relevance on the X Universe lore, so I'm not going to be playing through it. But yeah, if you're looking for just a little sandbox and a little sandbox game, this will be a lot of fun. There is a slight issue with resolutions because this is the 1080p, and as you can see, I have a 1080p monitor. I'm recording at 720, but I have a 1080p, and it's cutting off something at the bottom there. Because you see there the can I just focus on it now? As you can see, the ship ID should be visible up here, but it isn't. But that's because this is a game from like 2000, 2001, not meant to work on modern computers. And it's been upgraded, but it used to only run at 800 by 600 resolution. But Egosoft, when they released the X Superbox, they actually went to their old games and updated them so that you could play them at modern resolutions and stuff. Didn't upgrade the textures or anything, but this is more genuine, more nostalgic for the older games. Yeah. If I discovered this game a long time ago, I'd have had so much fun, and this game would be really nostalgic for me. But since I didn't play the older games, I'm not getting much into nostalgia from it. But it is sandboxed. It's pretty much XP on the Frontier with the plot stripped out, and you're not flying the overpowered ship. You're flying a balanced ship in the X universe, so it's more of a challenge. Except in later games when you start flying the bigger ships. And even then, just go find some bigger ships, like go wage war on the Paranid and fight their big ships. And then there's a challenge again. Unlike in Beyond the Frontier, where your ship was the most powerful thing in existence. You had 125 megajoule shields, which were better than anything else, as far as I'm aware. Because I think, oh no, the capital ships had 125 megajoule shields, but once again, you're more maneuverable and faster than when fully upgraded. So, not gonna play this game beyond this one episode. Just thought I'd go into it and talk about the main differences between it and Beyond the Frontier. But I'll be jumping into X2 the Threat next, and we'll be visiting and we'll be following Julia Gardnut on his adventures in X2 the Threat. And this is Extension Sandbox, technically a standalone expansion pack to X Beyond the Frontier / sequel. 100% sandbox, no main plot arcs, no huge story, no universe-shattering story, just you, your ship, and your tiny little wallet off to make a fortune in the X universe. Bye!